Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday evening. It is time for my favorite things, episode 3. So, for this episode, I was thinking about what are some of my favorite things, and I came down to maybe an activity that I haven't done recently, but I do absolutely love, which is swimming. I love swimming. I mean, I if you just put me into water, I can probably stay there at least until my fingers prune, to a very large extent. And the reason is, I definitely do feel the calming effect of the water. Um, the ability for experiencing both the buoyancy as well as a little bit of the drag while I'm swimming does make me feel a lot calmer. And I definitely do remember when I used to swim a lot more often. In the past, it used to be sort of almost a way of meditation for me. I would spend maybe anywhere between 30 to 45 minutes swimming, and because I'm over there alone with my own thoughts in the water and not able to really hear a lot of what is going on outside, it allowed me to really think about what I was doing, why I was swimming. And it was one of I would say it was definitely one of those moments that I wish I could recall again. So, like I mentioned, I don't go swimming as often now, and the reason for that is because back around 2019, I developed a series of ear infections, one year after another. And it got to the point where I actually, one of my eardrums ruptured in the middle of the night. And as with anything that is ear related, it was pretty painful. I would say that there were a lot of sleepless nights during the time where I was experiencing from all of those ear infections. And because the ear infection would maybe happen in the right first and then go to the left ear, then go back to the right ear, then go back to the left ear, it used to be it was this constant stream of pain. And really, the one thing that sort of the one common thread that put all of these together was me swimming in my community's pool. And as a result, I kind of reduced the frequency of how many times I went there. And now if I actually do go back swimming, and I do not have, let's say, earplugs on, I do notice that my ears tend to hurt. It feels like there is water stuck inside, um, for about half a day afterwards. And of course, now if I do go swimming in any body of water, I do wear earplugs. But despite having earplugs on, sometimes it does feel like there's a little bit of water that is getting in contact with the ears. And now there is an additional thing. I do have very dry skin in my ears, so on contact with water, especially water that is coming from a pool, it tends to flake a lot of the skin that is in my ear. And a lot of the flaky skin actually goes into my ear canal, and that also increases the chance of me having another ear infection. But despite that, I think I would still consider swimming as being one of my favorite activities. It is definitely one of my favorite things, and you know I would definitely recommend everyone watching this to share their thoughts on maybe what I should do so that I can increase the frequency of swimming again. And not only that but also be able to actually have other activities as fun as swimming, because there is this whole feeling of you know being buoyant, as well as being able to just pretty much, it almost feels like you're flying right on top of the water. And before anyone says that, oh yeah, I should try scuba diving, I am actually open water scuba certified. So, and I have been since I think I was 16. So I also understand the beauty of actually going scuba diving and being underwater with all of the different with all the you know entire flora and fauna down underwater. But on top of that, I think swimming is one thing, water is one thing that I absolutely would love to experience again. And if you do also share a similar love for swimming or any other activity that does um, excite you or does make you happy, do share that in the comment section. I mean, it always is fun to interact with you during you know after these videos are published. So with that being said, this is Naren's Live with MS. I am Naren, and this has been my favorite things on a Tuesday, episode 3. Bye.